while we talk about tech and which camera is facing. Isn't that fun? Hi, Four Pines community. It's Louisa, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit more confident about YouTube, but we just had a tech conversation as we went live. I want to start today with thank yous. I have been completely overwhelmed in a beautiful way with the way that our Four Pines community has been supporting me and loving on me and showing me the appreciation for the shop continuing. And I want to show you the appreciation back for all of that support. We had an amazing brainstorming session with a bunch of you, and we came up with some great ideas for the shop moving forward and shared food and stories and feelings about the shop and why the shop is so important to our community. And I want to thank all of you who participated in that. And then we had a tremendous work day where we gave the shop a facelift. We moved things around, cleared spaces up, changed the visual feel, got some of the harder materials out, like those big black metal grid walls, and moved in wood and soft things. And hopefully, from your perspective, at least from my perspective, we created a more welcoming entrance and feel and visual appearance to the store. And I want to thank all of the people who came that day and worked hard. There was no blood, but there was sweat, and I don't think anybody cried. So we avoided 2 out of 3 of those contributions, but it was a really beautiful big work day, and I'm so thankful for everybody who came and participated in that. And then Tuesday we reopened with the new facelift, and we had some long distance folks who definitely wanted to see but weren't able to come in person, so we shared some pictures of what the shop looks like now, and we're going to continue to share that visual on Facebook so that folks who aren't here locally can still see the work that we're doing. And in the process of giving the front of the shop a facelift, we created a bit of a mess in the back of the shop. So the classroom is reopened in the sense that we have those beautiful luminaires back here available for our classes, available for rental if you want to come and sew for the day or embroider for the day on one of those lovely, luscious machines that do all those fabulous things. They're back, they're home, they're tucked in. Isabel made sure that all of the Greek god names on the machines are in places where they're happy with each other. Something about Zeus and an ex-lover that's on the names of the machines. So she made sure that our Greek god machines are going to be happy with their arrangement, but they're here, they're home. Please give us some grace on having the classroom be a beautiful visual space while we recover from the amount of moving around that we did up front. And also want to thank all the folks who have been coming in since that big move day to continue working with me, supporting me, sharing their ideas, sharing their enthusiasm for the shop moving forward. That's all appreciated very, very much. And also the folks who are supporting us on Facebook and supporting us on YouTube. My very first YouTube live was the one where I shared ways that you could support your quilt shop without spending any extra money, and you have been beautifully responsive to that and really increasing our presence on Facebook, and our comments and our activity and our numbers for the YouTube live views have been excellent. So keep up the good work, Four Pines community. We're so thankful for that support. Take a breath again here. Eddie, I forgot to grab the basket for our gift certificate drawing now that we're talking about all of the beautiful support without spending extra money. So last week on YouTube, I mentioned that we were going to start a drawing for folks who were paying with cash or check in the store. And if you pay with cash or check, you get your name entered into a weekly drawing that we'll reveal here live on YouTube. And it'll be for a $10 gift certificate to the shop. Eddie just found my rainbow crystal that I want to hang somewhere to bring some beautiful prismatic light going. And I think, I don't know, should I pick it or should Eddie pick it? Can we get some comments on that? While we wait for those comments to catch up.
Becky likes the set.
Oh, thank you, Becky. Yes. So Michelle Ryerson, who was the owner of Julia in the Powerhouse Mall and Ellie Starr in the Powerhouse Mall for many years, is a dear and wonderful friend of mine and has been coming to help me set up displays that are visually appealing and fun to look at and inspirational in nature with things that we have here in the shop. And she helped us, actually she didn't help, she did this. So she created this beautiful display for us here today in the studio so that we can see the Christmas spirit integrated with some of our beautiful antique machines. Lots of gifty inspirations back there, paper piecing and regular quilting and some Kimberbell and some bundles that we're going to show you a little bit later in the show. So thank you, Michelle, for that beautifulness as well. Any response on whether it should be you or me, Eddie?
No.
Okay, I think it should be you then. You don't have to come on camera if you don't want to, but just we'll shake it up good and I'll read it once you draw it. So this week's Paying with Cash or Check $10 gift card winner is going to be Tammy Bailey. Congratulations, Tammy. I have your phone number here. I will reach out just in case you're not watching live tonight. I'll reach out and get you connected with that $10 gift card to the store. But thank you. Look how full it was just in the first week that we did this. You guys did a great job. Those credit card fees, you're protecting me from those, and I appreciate it. We do still take credit cards and debit cards. There's just a lot of fees involved. All right. Anything I should know about in comments?
No.
Okay.
Just,
just lots of support and love going on? Okay.
Bev says the shop looks good.
Thank you, Bev. So much work from so many people. And I was terrified that I would pronounce people's names incorrectly and that kind of thing. So I'm just saying the big thank you. If you were here, you know you were here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for making this possible. I couldn't do it without you folks. Bless you. For December, we have some exciting stuff coming up. We have some extended shop hours. And Eddie, I told you I was going to tell everyone not to have to write everything down, and then I forgot to tell them that. I'm going to share a bunch of details about shop news, like dates and times and extended hours and classes and that kind of thing. But don't feel the pressure to write down all this information. Don't feel the pressure to clarify while I'm here live. I will post all of the specific dates and time on Facebook and on the website as soon as all of the details are worked out. So as soon as I can, everything will be in writing out there for you to read. I just want people to share the excitement that I have about the things that are coming down the pipeline. The first thing is that from December 1st through December 24th, we're going to have extended holiday hours to make sure that everybody can come in and enjoy the shop. And those extended hours are going to be Tuesday and Wednesday, our normal 10 to 5, but we're going to open Thursday and Friday and Saturday from 10 to 8, and we're going to have an additional open day of Sunday 9 to 6. So lots of opportunities to come and get that holiday shopping done. And while we have those extended hours, we're going to have a sample sale. All of those beautiful quilts and table runners and table toppers and throws and things that have been quilted and made in this shop by Brenda and other folks who have contributed to that sample stash are going to be available for sale. So if you're running out of time to get your own gifts ready and made, we're going to have some quick fixes for you available in December. We're going to take pictures of all of those, make sure we have pictures and prices available on the website as well as in person. We're going to have a really seamless system for you to be able to come in and say, Quilt 35 spoke to me, go get it for me, and we'll be able to grab that and get you checked out and headed on your way. I'm excited about the sample sale. I'm looking forward to taking the pictures of the samples for the sample sale. And also in December, so we have the extended hours, the sample sale, and we have room for your holiday quilts, right, Eddie?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty caught up.
Yeah, so Eddie is super caught up, and because we've got folks working the front of the store more, and Eddie gets to stay focused on working on the long arming and machine repair, we have more room than we should in our long arming schedule and our machine repair schedule right now for the time of year it is. So if you have a quilt that you've been hoping to get done by Christmas, bring it in. Eddie will work his magic and get that done for you. And if there's so much response from this that we run out of room, we'll let you know. So if we haven't said we're out of room to get your quilts on by Christmas, then we have room. Bring it in. We'll get it on, get it done, get it back to you, and you can gift those wonderful works of art to the people you love. We are working with one of our community members who I forgot to ask if she was okay with me sharing her name, so I won't share her name now. But we're working with one of our community members for her and I to learn how to use the long arm machines that we have to do custom quilting. So I'm really excited about this prospect of being able to offer 1, maybe 2 spots per month moving forward. Not right away. We've got to learn first. We want to make sure we're doing this right. So we're going to practice on a couple of cheater tops and make sure that our custom quilting techniques are on point, that we can honor the work that you've done to put those quilts together. But we are very, very dedicated to the process of introducing custom quilting here at Four Pines. We had a very exciting call. I keep saying exciting. I need a new word. Maybe we can put it out to our community. Help me find a new word for exciting. Thrilled, enthralled. I don't know.
Get that.
No,
Try again.
Siri's talking to me about it. So we are very enthusiastically hopeful because we had a wonderful call today with the rep from Brother Machines, and she is really, really happy to come meet with me on November 30th to talk with me about opening up that relationship with Four Pines Quilting, being the regional Brother Machine dealer again. That blew my mind. I'm so happy that that's coming down the pipeline again. So we're going to have that. And we talked about the classroom being restocked, but still a work in progress and a little bit chaotic, but we're going to fix that. We're going to get some new storage systems up for the rulers, for the extra hoops that we have for the luminaires, for the classroom supplies that are available for you to use. And that'll be some more organization and a little bit less chaos back here. We're going to get that done as soon as we can. Like I said, we focused on the front first. Now we're going to focus on the back half. And I think we're ready to talk about classes. I'm excited about classes. There I go using that word again. It's going to become my isn't it, Eddie?
I think it's a better...
I say excited almost as often as some other people say So let's look at our first class that we have to talk about tonight. And this is going to run on December 2nd and December 9th, both Saturdays, and from 9 to 3 with Brenda as our instructor. This is a Benartex, Not Your Mama's Garden. And if you look at the front here, it's, yeah, if you look at the front here, this is not a very, I mean, it's pretty and it's pretty colors, but it's been here in the shop and definitely not getting the love that it deserved. So when I flipped this over and looked at these colors and this deliciousness, I said, I think we need to show people how it is before they'll truly understand how much they want to make this quilt. It's a very reasonably priced kit at $74.95, and we are going to put that into a class. Which camera are we on, Eddie?
I put it back overhead.
Overhead. So this is the first row of this beautifulness. Look at those colors, the depth of the patterns against that crisp, crisp white. I just love this. So Brenda is going to teach this class for us. If you don't have the 2 Saturdays to dedicate, we have 7 total quilts. So we either have 7 total seats in the class, or if someone just wants to come in and get this kit and, you know, there won't be a seat in the class if the kit goes away. But it's available in both methods. The class is going to be a $20 class fee if you want to bring your own machine, and that includes both days of sewing with Brenda, and a $50 class fee if you are going to rent one of our machines to sew on for that day. So I will put all those details in writing. Don't panic about memorizing them. It's going to be okay. So that's our first class that we've put on. It's not on the website in full yet. Danny's working with me in the background to get that up and all of the details finished out. But we will make an announcement on Facebook and make, you know, flyers in the shop as soon as registration is open.
usually I know what's in the store. I don't think I've seen that.
You haven't
kit
even,
before.
isn't it beautiful?
Was it like buried under the other kits?
It was on the floor over by the window where we turn on the threads and machines
Yeah.
sign, right? In a basket or wooden bucket at the bottom of the metal grid walls.
Huh.
And it was mixed in with a bunch of other kits and stuff. And when we did the facelift, we found it. And I said, what is this beautifulness doing hidden? It needs to come see the light. So.
Jocelyn asked if the classes will be available via Zoom.
So this one will not. Brenda is teaching this one, and we love Brenda for all the beautiful things that she does. Teaching a class on Zoom might not be in her favorite wheelhouse. However, one of the other announcements we have, which hasn't gone out to the mailing yet, but I can tell you here. So we're going to be doing a trial virtual class on November 15th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. where we do send out a Zoom link. It's going to be a free virtual class because we're not sure how it's going to work yet. So it's going to be our moment of figuring out the kinks and figuring out how it works. But it'll be a free Zoom class where we make a block together, and that block can be very easily duplicated to make a table runner, to make a table topper, to make a crib to king size quilt. It's a really fun, really easy. And if you let us know ahead of time, either through Louisa at fourpinesquilting.com or through calling the shop and getting your name on the registration list for that free virtual class, then we will send you the materials list that you would need to have ready if you want to sew along with us that night. And it will be a very small materials list. This is a simple, quick and easy kind of a trick block, if you will. It looks really complicated, but it comes out beautifully.
Becky asked if there's any rulers for that class, or is it just normal rulers?
So Brenda made the sample, and she did not mention that any rulers would be needed. So I think we can use our basic rulers, basic rotary cutters, but we will get all of the classroom materials lists up and running. When we talked about it, Brenda said they would need the kit and the classroom fee, and that we would be good to go from there.
Becky's also never seen the kit, so.
Becky hasn't seen it. Eddie hasn't seen it. It was just the deliciousness was hidden. That's all, right? People just didn't know it was here. And even when I saw this front of it, Eddie, the first time I saw this out there on the floor when I was moving stuff around, I looked at the front, and these are my colors. This is my favorite colorway ever. And I was like, nah, it's okay. And then I flipped it around and I went, hoo-hoo. And that's why I asked Brenda to work up that sample for us so that we could start seeing that wonderfulness put together. So we talked about the Benartex class. We talked about the virtual class. We're also going to have a kid-friendly no-sew Christmas ornament opportunity. We're going to have two opportunities for that. One is going to be on November 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. So it's just some basic cutting, some trimming a little bit, cutting strips of some fused fabric, and then glue gunning in a really cool folded pattern that makes a really fun, funky ornament. And that class is just going to be $5 to participate in. That will provide all of your materials, your access to the classroom, and the time here in the shop. And then we're going to run a second set of that on December 5th from 10:30 to 12:30, hoping to open that up to folks who either don't like to drive at night or are homeschool kiddos and other populations like that. Doesn't have to be a kid-friendly class. I quite enjoyed making the ornament for it, and Danny's going to work with me to get some pictures and information up on the website with that class so you can see what it looks like before you decide whether you want to take that class with us. And Becky's back. How exciting is that? Becky is going to be teaching a mug rug class for us that's not just the mug rug, but also some painting on wooden trays that the mug rug sits in to help protect the surface underneath. So combining the use of the luminaires and embroidery to make those mug rugs and the painted trays, going to be really fun. And she's looking at doing that on December 6th here in the evening. Really, really wonderful news that Becky is back and running classes for us. And the last class we have to announce is the Snowflake class. which is also going to be a $5. Your materials are included. Come play with us in the studio. And that is going to be on November 30th, Thursday, November 30th. We're going to keep the opportunity open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. So even while we've got the YouTube on, we'll have the possibility to continue working if you're here at that time. We're going to be making some fabric snowflakes that you get to make one to take home with you, as long as you make us one to help decorate the shop. So you come in, $5 class fee. We give you all the materials to make both. You get to keep yours. And then we have one made by our community members that we can decorate the shop with for the holidays. And you know what? I just had a brainstorm, Eddie. I think we might be able to send some kits out and offer that in a virtual space too, if people wanted to make them from afar and send them back to us to help decorate the shop. I'll have to brainstorm more about that and make sure it's viable, but I'll put it on the list of things to consider. So those are the classes we have coming up. Exciting to get some on the schedule and know that they're coming back using that wonderful classroom that we have built back up. And Christmas is coming, and Hanukkah is coming, and so many other holidays that I can't even list off the top of my head. But in that gift-giving moment and that gift-giving season, I know that my loved ones are sometimes like, well, Louisa's a quilter. She must have everything. What could we give her? You know, she probably has everything already in her craft room. So we wanted to create some opportunities for people's loved ones to know what to come get them here in the shop. And we have a really, really amazing bundle to offer for that. We have 5 of them. So just 5 of these bundles. And we're going to give you a secret code that you can give to your loved one and say, call 4 Pines Quilting or go to 4 Pines Quilting and tell them this secret code. And then we will know that they're going to be one of the people that get one of these 5 bundles. And these bundles are going to be this Aurifil Color Builder. We have 10. Look at this. Can they see all of those, Eddie?
I would give me a
Or do I need to spread them out differently? How's that? So we have 10 colorways of this Aurifil Color Builder in all these themes. And there are 3 spools of Aurifil's beautiful cotton embroidery 40 weight thread that are normally $39.95 each for the Color Builder kit. And we're going to do such a good deal for your loved ones to come shop for you that I can't even say the price online. So you're going to give them the code, which is going to be, what's our secret? Eddie, create our secret code word.
The word?
That they're going to call and say, I want one of the secret code bundles. What should it be?
Holly Jolly.
Holly Jolly. I love it. Thank you. Izzy just stepped into the back of the studio and gave us, I'm okay, thank you, gave us our secret code. So our secret code is going to be Holly Jolly. If they call and say they want one of the Holly Jolly bundles, we will set that aside for them to come get you for your Christmas gift. And there's an extra bonus, which is that when they come in to pick that up or when we ship it to them, we're going to offer coupons for the 2 remaining Color Builder kits that are going to come in. So we have 2 more colorways coming in this line of thread, and we're going to give you or give your loved ones coupons to stuff in your stocking for the remaining 2 when they come in, to make them just as good of a deal as this bundle here. So, you know, if you do the math real quick, $39.95, we've got 10 of them, which would be $399.50, but it's going to be so much better than that. You got to let them know to come get that for you. So we have that excitement going on. And then we had some help today in the shop to create some beautiful, should I do this on the overhead, Eddie? Can't see that far, sweetie. Yes, I do have a list of things that need to be done, sweetheart, but I can't tell you about them while I'm live on YouTube. I will, no, I didn't even write it down.
Move them down a little bit.
Down a little bit?
Yep.
Here.
There
How
you
about
go.
that?
That works.
Okay. So we had some color help in the shop today, and we as a team created these 4 bundles of Christmas fabric that we're going to offer. There's 6 fat quarters. Can I use that 3rd spot right there?
Yep.
So 6 fat quarters in each of these bundles. They're going to be available for $19.95 for the 6 fat quarters. We have the gift bundle here, the poinsettia bundle here, and the pink bundle here. And then we have this delicious blue and cream and gold. We wanted to kind of hit all of the colorways that we have in our Christmas fabrics so that people can choose. And these are going to be available in the 6 fat quarter bundles for $19.95 or 6 half yard cuts in a bundle for $29.95 or a 3-yard quilt bundle, which we have some of right here, like this. So this will be the 3-yard quilt bundles of 3 of the 6 fabrics that you can use with the 3-yard quilt book. And then we have the different one here. We have the half yard bundles that are going to be available as well. So we have these colorways in fat quarter bundles, in half yard bundles, and in 3-yard bundle kits. And for the 3-yard bundle kits, we don't just have the Christmas lines, we also had some help to create a number of 3-yard bundle kits that are out in the shop, already on the floor, ready for you to use with the 3-yard quilt book. We did learn from Danny today, because she watched something online where she learned that the 3-yard bundles, the author of those books for the 3-yard quilts only accounts for an 1.25 inches or 1 3/4 inches for binding, not the typical 2.5. So if you come in to get one of those 3-yard bundles and you like a wider binding, just to make sure that you don't run out of fabric when you go to do your binding, check in with us and we'll help you find something coordinating for the binding for those 3-yard quilts within what we've got here in the shop. And I think that was all I had. How am I on time?
It's about, it's been 27 minutes.
27 minutes. Okay, so we're at almost 30.
Yeah.
Anything in the comments or questions that we should address before we sign off?
Everybody's ecstatic.
Oh, we have a new word, ecstatic. Okay, I'll add that to my vocabulary.
They're liking the classes and the bundles and everything.
Good. I am ecstatic about these things too. Almost said excited again. And I cannot say enough the heartfelt thanks that I have for the enthusiasm, the support, the love, the engagement, the hugs, the tears, good tears, the thankful tears that Four Pines is going to continue into the future, and all of the fairy godmothers that have been coming out of the woodwork to make sure that this is a successful journey for me, but for the community, more importantly. And that we're going to continue to have this space to gather and create and make beauty in this world. So anything else I should mention before we sign off?
Darren says it was a great show.
Thank you, Darren, for watching. Darren had a day at home today. He doesn't get many of those. So thank you, Darren, so much for watching. And thank you, everybody else, for watching. Like, subscribe, share, keep the love coming. Come see us at Four Pines Quilting, where souls are fed with needle and thread.